Hi, and welcome back to Tampa Bay Right Now. My next two guests are here to help us stay safe on our beaches. Welcome to the show, Patrick Bradford and Lieutenant David Dalton. Thanks for being here, guys.
Thank you for having us.
I'll ask both of you, can jump right in. Who do you see spending the most time at our beaches this spring break? Is it normally tourists? Is it visitors? Is it just the local community, or all of the above? What would you say?
Well, I think there's a big influx, obviously, of spring breakers, but obviously it's such a great beach and a great place to go, so we have a lot of our own citizens that come. So we have a mix of people that are from out of state, but also from adjoining counties, so it's a very diverse group, and we welcome having them all to our beaches, but we want them obviously to stay safe while they're there.
Patrick, what's your role with the beaches here?
My role is I'm the water safety supervisor for the city of Clearwater, and what I do is I'm in charge of the beach patrol, which does the water rescue operations for Clearwater Beach.
Okay, and so both of you, tell me how can we stay safe this spring break? What are some things that we need to tell the community?
Well, from our perspective, obviously, it's a very safe beach and welcome to visitors and businesses and our citizens alike. But some of the things that they can do to stay safe, we've kind of encapsulated into our slogan of lock, take, secure. So that's lock your vehicles, take your keys, secure your belongings. One of the bigger problems we have if we do have issues is people just leaving their cars unlocked. It's a temptation to people, so we want them to obviously lock their cars. And you mentioned in your earlier segment about iPads and iPhones. It's obviously a big market for stealing those, so we want people to make sure they keep them in a secure place on their person so those don't walk away with someone else.
I say don't even bring them. Enjoy nature, right?
It's a great opportunity to do that, certainly.
So Patrick, what are some ideas that you have?
Well, we'd like for you to start before you even get to the beach. One main thing we see happening is people not being prepared for the elements. Okay. You want to start out, you want to have a good meal. You want to hydrate. You want to apply sunscreen, even before you get to the beach. Once you come out to the beach, first, pay attention to the ordinance signs, the rules and regulations. Those things are there for your safety. These are posted at every entrance to the beach. They're also posted on every lifeguard tower. So we want you to be aware of these things, try to pay attention to them, educate yourself and your family about them. Therefore, you can kind of have a more enjoyable and safe day while experiencing and visiting Clearwater Beach.
Yeah, and I think people underestimate the sun. I think it's been like that forever. You know, maybe it's a little overcast, they're not going to put sunscreen on, or they think, hey, it's spring break, I want to get a tan. And they, again, just put the oil or something. And that's really, it can be really dangerous, right?
It can, especially for someone that's not used to the sun.
Sure.
Small children, pale skin, elderly. Sunscreen needs to be applied often, depending on what kind of activity you're going to be doing on the beach, whether it's some type of recreational activity, whether you're in the water. You want to apply it in those instances more than if you're just going to be sitting stationary and not sweating quite as much.
And for Clearwater beaches, is there a curfew?
No curfew, but a couple of items just to mention that so people know. Obviously, there's no alcohol on the beach, and we do take a zero tolerance for underage drinking on the beach. There's no glass on the beach, no dogs on the beach. But we just want people also to realize, too, when they come to the beach that there's a big influx of people that aren't from that area. There's people crossing the street, pedestrians. So they really need to pay attention, not text and drive, and really pay attention to their surroundings so that everyone gets to their destination safely.
So say there's a tourist there, and I, as someone who lives in Florida, I see something happening that shouldn't be happening. What would I do to be able to alert authorities? What would be my first step? Well,
certainly if it's an emergency, you can call 911.
Sure.
You can call our non-emergency line at 727-562-4242. We also have a mechanism for you to text in tips anonymously.
Really?
You can download our app on our website. You
guys have an app now?
We have an app to text
text
tips anonymously, both for iPhone and Android.
Okay.
You can download it for free.
Nice.
And you can communicate and have a two-way chat with our police department by text.
That's awesome. Patrick, what about some fun activities that are going on?
Well, of course, everybody's going to be taking advantage of the water. With that comes responsibility, of course, and safety where we fall in. We want you to feel free to talk to the lifeguards. They're there for your safety. Go up. They're the experts in that area. They're going to have the tips. They're going to have the information as far as weather, water conditions that we want to relay to the public to keep you safe. There's a flag system in place. We want you to pay attention to the flag system. If you're not aware of what the different colors or flags represent. On the back of each tower is a chart or a diagram that explains what each of these flags mean. Something we try to get out, a slogan that we say time and time again, is swim near a lifeguard. We want you, when you come out to the beach, to try to be aware of where the lifeguard tower is, which one is open, and to try to stay or sit or enjoy your activity somewhere within that area to where, if needed, that lifeguard can respond and react to your aid.
And what would you guys say to people out there? What would be like the perfect kit that you would bring of like necessities to the beach, things that you may pack that maybe could help in a situation that maybe you needed something? What would you say?
Common sense.
That's your perfect kit.
Yeah, that'd be my perfect kit. And you can go ahead if you want, but I'd say stay high. Food, water, sunscreen. Anything that might aid you as far as, if you need a cell phone for any reason, any medication that you regularly take on a regular basis, please be sure to bring that. Any kind of medical alert, tags, bracelets, anything that if a condition were to come up, we would know or be able to identify that and come to your aid and assist more effectively.
Thank you. Well, I know spring break we think of beaches, so thank you both for being here and telling us how we can stay safe and still enjoy our spring break time. So thank you.
Our pleasure. Thank you.
Thank you very much.
We'd like to thank all of our guests for joining us today, and thank you for watching. We hope you have gotten great information on our upcoming spring break season and that you've been encouraged to enjoy everything Tampa Bay has to offer. If you have any questions or would like to know more, visit our website at mytvtampabay.com. That's what's happening right now in Tampa Bay. I'm Allison Burns. See you next week. Good night.